Hello everyone, I'm Kinjal Patel, Assistant Professor at LJ Institute of Engineering and Technology in the Department of Computer Engineering. So here is the part 1 of Chapter 3, Parsing Theory, Lecture 8. In this lecture, we will learn recursive descent parsing technique. So recursive descent parsing technique is one of the technique of top-down parsing algorithm that executes a set of recursive procedures to process the input string without backtracking. So, recursive descent parsing is a collection of recursive procedures that each procedures define the right-hand side of our production rule. So, in recursive descent parsing algorithm, there are procedures for each non-terminal symbol of a grammar. Then there is one procedure match to match the terminal of input string and to increment the look ahead or input pointer to the next position. Then there is one procedure error to print the error messages if there is any error in input string. So here is the example of recursive descent parsing, that there is one grammar given, E produce number T, T produce star number T or null, where number represent the digit from 0 to 9. So these are the steps to parse the input string using recursive descent parsing. As this is the top-down parsing algorithm, first step is to check for the ambiguity in a given grammar. And if there is any ambiguity in a given grammar, then eliminate ambiguity from a grammar. Then remove left recursion and perform left factoring if it is required to. Then write procedures for each non-terminal symbol of a given grammar. So in this grammar, there are two non-terminal symbols, E and T. So write procedures for E and T. Then write procedure match to match the terminal symbol of input string. So one match procedure will be there to match the terminal symbol of the input string. Then write the error procedure to print the error message. So if there is any error in our input string, then there will be one error procedure that will print the error messages. And last step is to parse the input string using recursive descent parsing algorithm. So first we'll create one E procedure for non-terminal E. So procedure E. Now E derives number. So number is a terminal symbol which represent the digit 0 to 9. So now when there is terminal symbol at the right hand side, it will check for that number, that if look ahead equals to number, then it will call match procedure for that terminal token. So we will write one match procedure for matching of the tokens. So procedure match and in argument token T, which represent the terminal symbol, if look ahead equals to T. So here our token is number. So if look ahead equals to number, look ahead equals to next token, means look ahead will be incremented by 1 and it will point to the next position of input string. Else error procedure is used to print the error messages if there is any error in input string. Now next symbol in the grammar is T. T is a non-terminal symbol. So when there is non-terminal symbol, we will call that procedure because there will be one procedure for that non-terminal in our example. So directly call T procedure. Okay. Else error means if look ahead is not number, then there will be error in our input string. So procedure error. So in procedure error, just print the error message. Okay. Now Next statement is T produce. So this is second non-terminal symbol of the given grammar. So we'll create one procedure T for the non-terminal T. Okay, and T has the production star. So star is a terminal symbol. So we'll check for the look ahead condition that if look ahead equals to star, then match star means match processor will be called for the star. So here in procedure match token is star, so it will check for the condition that if lookahead equals to star, then lookahead equals to next token, which will increment lookahead by 1. Then there is one number which is terminal symbol. So directly in look ahead condition, we will also check for the look ahead equals to number and it will call match number. So that procedure will be passed to the procedure match. Then after that there is symbol T. So T is used to call the procedure T. Else error. Now in given grammar there is one another alternative in second statement which is null. So if there are more than one alternatives, then there will be more than one if else. So if lookahead is not equal to star, then the first alternative will not be executed. Then for second alternative there will be condition, but here as our symbol is null means we will return nothing. So directly you can write return null or directly you can write null. Now we want to pass the string using RDP. So here is the string 3 $4. So first our lookahead is pointing to the first character which is 3 and counter will start execution from procedure E, which is starting symbol of given grammar. So in procedure E, first condition is if lookahead equals to number. So here 3 is a number. So condition is true, then match 3. So this will call the procedure match. Now remember that the counter will be back to the next line of match after executing the match procedure. So now first call the match procedure. So here procedure match will be called with the token 3. Now condition will be checked that if lookahead equals to 3, then lookahead equals to next token means our lookahead will be incremented to next position. So in input string you can see that lookahead is now pointing to the star. Now counter will be back to the next instruction of the match as match execution has been completed. So now call the T procedure. So counter will be executed to procedure T, and in T procedure it says that if lookahead equals to star, so yes, lookahead equals to star, so our condition is true, then match star. So now match procedure for token star will be called. So in match procedure, if lookahead equals to star, then lookahead equals to next token means increment lookahead by 1. So now lookahead will point the 4 in input string. Okay. Now we'll back to the instruction next to match star as the execution of match has been completed. So now if lookahead equals to number, so yes, lookahead equals to 4, which is number. Condition is true, then match that number, that match 4. So now procedure match will be called with token 4 and condition will be checked that if lookahead equals to 4. So if lookahead equals to 4, then our lookahead will get incremented by 1 and it will point to the next token in input string. So next token is dollar. So lookahead is pointing to the dollar. Now as the execution of match has been completed, So counter will start from the next instruction to the match, which is T. So now procedure T will be called, and it will check for the condition that if lookup equals to star. So here our lookup equals to dollar. So condition is false. So else loop will get executed. Now in else loop, we are returning nothing. So it will pass to the starting symbol, which is procedure E. Now in procedure E, we need to add one if condition for dollar, that if lookup equals to dollar, then declare success, that our string has been passed successfully. Else procedure error will be called, that else error means there is error in our input string. Okay, so declare success means our string has been parsed successfully, so declare success. So 3 star $4 string has been parsed successfully as there are no errors in this string. Now we'll try to parse one wrong string using recursive descent parsing. So here the string is 3 4 star dollar. So we know that 3 4 star dollar is wrong string, as there must be one operator between two operands in input string. But in this string, two consecutive operands are used. So this string is wrong. So we will try to parse this string so that we can get idea that how error procedure will get called by recursive descent parser. So here in input string, first look ahead will point to the first character of input string, which is 3, and execution will be started from procedure E, which is procedure of starting symbol. Now condition will be checked that if look ahead equals to number, as 3 is number, so condition is true. Then match number procedure will be called. So match with token number, which is 3. So match procedure which 3 token will be called, and in that condition will be checked that if lookup equals to 3, so the condition is true. So lookup equals to next token means look ahead will be incremented by 1. So here you can see that now our look ahead is pointing to 4. Now